Well, I think many of us now realize that our civilization is, in a sense, reaching a dead end. We can't go on like this. Something is missing, something is askew, and really this is what our work has to do with. We recognize the impasse, in a sense, reductio ad absurdum that we're reaching in a variety of domains, but the basis of it is unquestionably science and unquestionably physics, because physics is the fundamental science. And so physics has thrust upon us a worldview which officially is based on physics, but in fact it is not. It is a philosophical worldview which pretends to be scientific, pretends to be based upon the actual discoveries of physics, and it is not. And the problem with this worldview is that it is absolutely erroneous. It is false. It is exceedingly harmful to society at large and every human being to the extent that he's a part of this society. It is a very dangerous thing, a very destructive thing, and actually, from the standpoint of those who are theologically minded, it is actually satanic. It is a satanic worldview. So this is something that needs to be counteracted. We are here, first and foremost, to disprove this view, to exhibit its falsity, to exhibit its pretension to be scientific when in fact it is anything but scientific. One could almost say it is counter, it is in conflict with the actual facts of science.
I believe you used the term scientistic.
Yes, I don't know if I coined it, but my computer says it's coined. But it is a very necessary term because this is a large part of what is being taught, say, in our universities, our schools, is precisely scientistic in that sense. The students, the public is taught to believe that this rests upon the hard facts of science, of physics, biology, and so on, astrophysics, when in fact it is nothing of the kind. It is based upon ideological grounds. I don't want to give a name to this ideology. It might be offensive to many people. And there are many different names that you could give to it, because actually, in a sense, it is an ideology that underlies so many ideologies. It's a common root. And what comes out of that common root takes many different shapes. Some of them may even be dissimilar from the outside, and yet it is based upon the same error, and it leads to the same very detrimental consequences. It's this destructive of both the individual and society.
And would you say that this fundamental root that underlies these various expressions of scientism might possibly bring to mind Guénon's critique of the age of the reign of quantity?
Well, that is unquestionably its metaphysical foundation. But I think it is deeper than that. Because one might ask, well, what's wrong with the reign of quantity? So And the answer to this cannot just be given in 3 words. It's very deep.
It's about it's what the film is about.
It's what the film about, and so much, just about everything cultural rests upon it.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, you could undoubtedly write many very fascinating books analyzing different cultural domains of contemporary civilization and showing how the basic scientific fallacies of our time have shaped these cultural forms. The culture expresses these scientific misconceptions. They are misconceptions. They go contrary to the nature of things. It is a kind of heresy that is being taught. And incidentally, this has been having a very, very detrimental effect upon every aspect of our culture. Artistic, in the sphere of art and music and literature, and also in the sphere of sociology, the political structure.
Not to mention religion.
Well, of course, there it is, so to speak, the anti-religion. It is a denial of everything that homo religiosus the world over has believed in and lived for. So it's a kind of septic. It is something that invades and destroys, and so we're in business to, from our perspective at least, to attack this, to create public awareness of the problem,